What's up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with a mystery mail call video. We're about to geek responsibly and open up this month's Comic Time 101 mystery mail call. So if you want to see what I picked up today, stay tuned for the video. Now, before we get into all of this comic book goodness, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so when videos like this go live or drop ever so randomly, you are one of the first people to know and can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch it now or later. As long as you watch it, we appreciate you. Talking about people we appreciate, do want to shout out the ever-growing list of YouTube and Patreon channel members. If you're interested in the benefits of either or both of these memberships, check out the links in the description below. Also, I do want to show you a way that you can try to save some money, and that's with this coupon code at bcwsupplies.com for all of your protection of your whatnots, your coins, your dollar bills, your etc. Right? At bcwsupplies.com, use the coupon code SCG at checkout and save 10% on your order. Also, we do have some of the channel exclusives still available. That is the regular cover as well as the chrome or foil cover and the gold cover. These are very limited in nature. There's only one gold left out of 5 that were originally printed, and there are 4 left of the 10 that were originally done for the chrome, and there are currently, at the time of this taping at least, 28 available for that. So if you're interested in ordering any of that or any of those or a mixture of those, hit me up over on Instagram, Southern Comic Geek, all one word. So I had originally canceled the Comic Tom mystery mail call. I don't have anything personally against Tom. I typically watch his videos. It's just that with the way I collect, and as Two Brothers says, collect your way, right? But with the way that I collect, I felt like I was not getting my value. There are sometimes, however, that his exclusives, because he typically has 2, the exclusives are worth the price of admission. One of the things is that I don't get the old grandfathered rate. You know, I got a newer, higher rate, so that plays into the factor too. But basically, in my estimation, sometimes you hit lucky on the prints and the exclusives, and if you're okay with the prints and exclusives that you see, then it's good, because the rest of the books are just garbage. Now, typically, okay, and that's just been my observation based on people's unboxings that I have seen, and that's fine. I mean, if the exclusives are worth the price of admission, then everything else is Eniac, right? And then you also have a chance, albeit a very low one, but a chance nevertheless to win a couple of the big books, chaser books, if you want to call them that. And there's got to be some kind of monetary value applied to that. So he pulled me back in with the Something Is Killing the Children variant that he did this month. And so I said, I've got to get that one. And I forget what next month's is, but I think I'm just going to at least keep it for these next 2 months and see what we get. So when I open these up, I always like to first pay attention to the card here. So it tells me that so the exclusives are Something's Killing the Children 16, the Ralph Crizzetti, which is the one I mentioned. There is a Virgin variant and a trade dress. There is a Fantastic Four number 32, which is the wedding of Dr. Doom. Pretty cool cover. Stake number 1, the Bloody Virgin variant by Derek Chu, which is interesting because I had picked up one of those for somebody as an AOK at the Pensacon. Shattered Iron Man and Silver Surfer variant from Shattered Comics. Those are pretty cool looking. And then there is a Talon, Seed of Darkness, Ashcan preview from Scout Comics. I don't know anything about that. If you do, leave me a comment in the description below. And then the exclusive art prints. There's an Eniac that has 2,100 prints. There is an Omni-Man, which has kind of got a negative space vibe to it. It's got 1,600 prints, 500 prints of the Invincible, and then 2,600 prints of the Sweet Tooth. And then it's got Nate Johnson, I think, did all of them or most of them. Okay, most of them. All right, so that is that right there. And he's got his little sponsorships down here and his logos down at the bottom. And then there's usually a card. So that's Adam being ATOM, Eve from Invincible. It's kind of got a negative space deal going there. So that's kind of cool. All right, so first up, we've got this book right here, which was the book that I knew was in there. I'm okay with the trade dress or the Virgin. It didn't really matter to me. I guess if I had my druthers, maybe the Virgin in this particular case. I go back and forth. It just depends on how and the placement and the art as to whether or not I prefer one over the other. But this is a really sick-looking cover. Great story. If you're not picking it up and you like the floppy game, you're going to be paying out some coin because these books have continued to go up. But you can get them in trade. If you like to read in trade, that's pretty cool too. Then we got Fantastic Four 32. This is the other. I'm not a big Fantastic Four guy. That's a pretty cool cover. So I'm not planning to keep this in the PC. I'll sell it to somebody who maybe is a Fantastic Four fan, didn't think that wanting this was worth the getting the whole mystery box type of deal, and see what we can go from there. So I also got Talon, the Seed of Darkness, the Ashcan that I mentioned on the card. So the card tells me again that there's only 140 of these. So this was the lowest print of the extra exclusives that were in the box. So that's kind of cool. Probably can find a buyer for that. I'll read it, see if it's something I want to take. You know, I've picked up a couple of Scout books, but nothing real big major or nothing. Then we've got the print of Sweet Tooth. That's number 38 of 2,600. Yeah, that's not me, but hey, kind of cool. Now, this other print is the Eniac print. So I got the Eniac print, which if I only had to choose one, would have been the one that I got. Really cool read. And it is one of the higher prints. It's 2,100. So it's the third or the second largest of the prints. But still, it's one that I would want. It's Louis Rosa on the cover, so really sick looking cover. So I'm glad I got this one there. Batman Year 3, 438, issue 438. So that's kind of a cool book to get. I've already got it, obviously, but I mean, it's a cool book nevertheless. Then we got Excalibur 75. So a little 90s foil goodness. This is where Captain Britain was lost in time. So Megan was having a little spaz out deal. So Rachel Summers trades places with him essentially, and she's stuck out there in time, and he's back, which helps her, doesn't help everybody else. And eventually, of course, Rachel Summers comes back a couple of years later. But that's what's in that book. Spoiler. Then we've got Black Widow. This looks like the Adam Hughes cover. I'm looking for his signature that he typically puts out there. I don't see it, but that's it right there. So, and that's it. That's all I got. So I'm guessing because usually there was, I feel like there was a couple more books in there. So these are kind of the throw-in books, these three right here. Maybe because I got this, maybe this counts as one of the extra books. So then I would have got 4 books, 6 books. Seems like there was more books before. Leave me a comment down below if I'm right on that, or if I'm just, complaining about the mail call. I don't know. It seems like there was more books than what there are now. So again, the cool Eniac print. It is print number 1148 of 2,100. So kind of right there in the middle. Got the Sweet Tooth print. Got the Fantastic Four 32, which is the wedding of Dr. Doom. And then the Something is Killing the Children. So as far as stuff that's staying in my collection, we got Something's Killing the Children. We've got this print, and that's it. So some of this, is easily sold, like the Batman, Excalibur. Black Widow would probably be easy enough to sell. I'd have to look up to see on eBay what this Fantastic Four exclusive is going for, because it seems like Fantastic Four just has like a very niche fan base, at least when it comes to selling on the YouTube auctions. You can maybe sell some of the older stuff, the Jack Kirby stuff, but as far as everything else, it's pretty tough. Even the John Byrne, just been my experience. I mean, maybe somebody else has had a different experience, just mine. But, two, okay, well, I'll take it. And so there's that two part of the deal. But tell me what you think. As far as me personally, overall value of the box, I'd say it's a C, maybe a C minus for overall value of the box. But again, not to take anything away or really add to, it's a C minus of the value of the box. But I know what I'm getting into with that. I know the exclusives, and that's the only way that I'm going to keep the box. I'm not chasing the extra bigger books that he has in there, because I'm imagining he has pretty big print runs at this point of his stuff. So I imagine he's got that many in mystery mail calls. So the odds are pretty low that you're going to get those books. So if the variant is something cool enough for me to justify the price of the box, then that's what I go with, and everything else is lanyard. Based on that, I'm okay, because I got the Eniac print as opposed to one of the some of the other options there. So that was cool. And then this was the book that I was going after. But tell me what you think. Are you picking up the Comic Tom mystery mail call? Did there used to be more books than what there are now? And of course, this could be a bigger value box with this really low print ash can in there. I don't know. But if you do, let me know in the comments down below. As always, I appreciate everybody for taking the time out of your schedule to check out this and other videos on the channel. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I do mystery mailbox openings, openings of comic shops that I go to, interviews, etc., all the time. And regardless of whether you're new or you've been around the channel for a little while, be sure to smash that like button. Matter of fact, why don't you just drop the hammer on that like button? And until next time, keep reading and keep collecting. Adios, folks.